Hi, I'm Dr. Vic Khanna, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how we've integrated hair transplantation into our practice. I've been a dermatologist for almost 30 years now, and I trained under one of the foremost experts in hair transplantation. He, in fact, wrote the book on hair transplantation. And I didn't integrate into my practice early on because the technology was a little bit more rudimentary at that time. It left scars. It hadn't been perfected yet. Recently, the technology has advanced tremendously with the Artas Robotic hair transplantation system. And so we brought it into our practice over a year ago, and we are real excited about the results we're seeing. We're getting incredible results with the Artas Robotic hair transplantation system here at Dermatology Specialists of Illinois. By the way, Artas stands for Artificial Intelligence Robotic Hair Transplantation System. It's also a neat acronym because it combines art and science in once. And the science of it is amazing. The robotic arm that's used in this device is the same robotic arm, a smaller version of the same robotic arm that's used to build, like SpaceX will use to build their spacecraft, or Tesla uses to build their vehicles. But here it's brought a level of precision and accuracy and an unimaginably precise way doing hair transplantation. It's so accurate that it's to 44 microns, which is half the width of a human hair. It is that precise. And that robotic arm allows accuracy that humans cannot provide technically. And it allows us to be able to deliver that level of expertise in doing a hair transplantation. The device, the Artas device, also has AI built into it. And this AI allows the machine to look at the field and select hair follicles that are just absolutely perfect for harvest. It can pick what order to pick them in and what angle to pick them in and how to approach it and how to coordinate the robotic arm to do so. And it allows just an incredible amount of accuracy. So you're going to get the best result ever. The Artas Robotic Hair Restoration device offers an amazing improvement in hair transplantation technology. Let's talk about how it might work. We take hair from the donor area, and then the donor area is the area in the back and on the sides of the scalp where the hairs are more immune to natural hormones and they grow forever. And we want to take those hairs from the donor site and we want to plant them in the recipient sites where the hairs are more sensitive. So the Artas robot allows, with an amazing amount of accuracy and precision, it allows us to select the best hair follicles in the right order, at the right angles, using the AI, and the robotic arm delivers such a precise approach so they can painlessly harvest these hair follicles, and then we can turn around and place them in the recipient site based on how we program it into the perfect angles in the perfect spacing, avoiding the hair follicles that are there right now. It does it so much better than any human being can do. The technology has developed so much over the last few years, and it's constantly improving, by the way, too. Our robot collaborates with other robots all across the world, and every day, each follicle that's harvested is inputting data into a central database where algorithms are being rewritten all the time. But even today, we have outstanding results with this robot, and it's more painless in this method than other older methods of treatment, and it leads to a lot less scarring. The Artas Robotic Hair Transplantation System is a huge advance in the technical ability to execute a great hair transplant procedure. But this must be combined with the art and knowledge of the hair transplant surgeon as well. The hair transplant surgeon will program the machine to deliver the excellent results that are needed. You have to have the knowledge of how to do it, the hair biology, and the artistry of how to make it look natural and believable. And if you combine that knowledge of the surgeon with the technical expertise of the robot, you're going to get an outstanding result. Compared to older procedures where recovery times were lengthy, the procedure would be painful, there would be post-operative pain. In my experience, the robotic hair transplant procedure has minimal downtime, minimal pain. Patients are very comfortable. When we see them back a week later for their first follow-up visit, they report that they didn't even take Tylenol or Advil most of the time. And that's a huge innovation, huge advance from previous technologies. The Artas robotic hair transplant procedure allows us to do more in one day than we might have otherwise done. Because it's not subject to human fatigue, both mental and physical, it's able to perform precisely each and every harvest, and implantation. I like to use a baseball analogy. If we're asking the Chicago Cubs pitcher to throw a strike and on command, he can do it. And you can ask him to do a second one, and maybe he can do it again. But if you ask him to do 2,000 of them, which is a typical hair transplantation procedure, like, 2,000 pitches, which are going to be the most reliable, the first 100 or the last 100? Well, the first 100, right? Because he's not subject to that kind of fatigue. And a human physician has the same problem. But when we use the robot, it's just like using a pitching machine. A pitching machine is going to throw a perfect strike each and every time. This is a lot more accurate in space-age technology. It throws perfect pitches every time. It'll harvest each hair perfectly and implant it perfectly. And for this reason, we can do bigger cases in a single day. And because it's so gentle when it approaches each follicle, and it's really trying to preserve each one perfectly, we get tremendous accuracy and a lot less scarring, and it just goes so much better. Alopecia is the terminology we use in dermatology to refer to hair loss. That's like the medical term for hair loss. And there can be hundreds, if not thousands, of causes of alopecia. And there are different diseases with different names. And as a dermatologist, I can help you with all of them. And there have been many advances in so many types of alopecia. This robotic hair transplant procedure is good for both men. It's good for women. It's good for anyone, especially people with male pattern or female pattern hair loss, also known as androgenetic or androgenic alopecia. Come to a dermatologist who knows how to diagnose and set a treatment plan up for you. And if we could tell you if you are a candidate for this procedure with Artas, we'll be happy to help you with this. And we can deliver some of the best results you can get in the entire world. And at Dermatology Specialists of Illinois, our team is very experienced with using this device. We were able to optimize the results to an incredible level, and we're so excited about that. The cost of Artas hair transplantation varies considerably. It depends a lot on how many grafts we need to do, where we're implanting them, how much donor site we have, how much of a recipient site we need to cover. And we can scale this up or down based on a patient's needs or desires. It's pretty customized. It's pretty personalized to you and what your goals are and what your needs are. And it can be as low as $4,000, but it could be over $20,000. But the nice thing is we can do a lot of it in a single day without much fatigue for you with the Artas technology. Many times people call us and want to get a quotation over the phone as to how many grafts they'll need. It's really hard to say that over the phone. It's important to get into a room and discuss what your goals are, and then assess your scalp and see how much we can actually deliver for you. And then we can set the goals, we can set the price. It's important that you come in and we set up a free consultation for our hair transplantation patients. And we discuss with you what your goals are. We tell you what we can do for you. And so if you're serious about hair transplantation or you're really curious about it, you should come in and talk to one of our experts and let's figure it out. Thanks for listening to us talk today about Artas Robotic Hair Transplantation. Be sure to like or subscribe to our page here and ask us any questions. Post some questions on down below. It helps us to know what your questions are so that we can talk to you about them. So make sure, call us at 847-458-7546 or 847-458-SKIN to schedule your Artas robotic hair transplantation and engage with us and write us questions. We'd love to create more content that caters to your questions and your needs.